What do you think was the moment or the segment that really impressed Vince for you? Because you weren't just the guy in the background asking questions and holding a mic.
I don't know if it was one moment, but because we had shows early on Wednesday morning, I had to fly back on the private plane every Tuesday night with him. And everybody was, oh, it must be so cool. You're flying on a private jet with Vince. It kind of sucked because the rule was, and I don't know what the rules are today, but you could only sleep when Vince sleeps. Well, he doesn't sleep on the plane. He drinks red wine. And so you're back there, you're somewhere over in Nebraska, and you're like, oh, my God, 3 more hours, and this is torture. And all your buddies are back partying after SmackDown, you know? So I think what it was that triggered him, because I was such a good talker. I hosted all the press conferences. I hosted the first 3 Tough Enoughs. I was a part of the first 3 Diva searches. So all of the ancillary stuff, the shoulder programming, I was the host of it. So he got to see firsthand because he was always there for everything. I would always introduce him. And he saw how good I was at all the different scenarios that he put me in. And then I was also big, meaning I'm 6'3.5". I walk around between 240, 280 pounds, depending on the year, right? And so I was doing an interview, and it was a tag team interview that was going to end in a fight. Well, whoever I was interviewing, we have a little secret, and you spread your legs out and make the guy look and put them in front of you, and it makes the person look taller.
Yeah.
Well, the problem was that the cameraman widened out too quickly. And all of a sudden, I'm standing there with my legs completely, and all of a sudden, the other tag team came in late, and it was just a bad segment altogether. And Vince was furious because it kind of gave away a couple of our secrets.
Yeah.
So he's like, you can't do interviews anymore. You're bigger than half the roster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we've got to figure this out. And so he came up to me in the gym at the WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. He goes, hey, we have an idea. Would you want to be an in-ring performer? But before you say yes, you will have to get into the ring and you will have to train before shows every single day. And that's how I started doing house shows.
Wow.
Is I would go on the road Friday through Sunday, and I would either have a match because it wasn't on TV, or I would be the ring announcer, and at the end of the show, it would allow a heel to win because you never want the heel to win because the fans go home unhappy.
Yeah.
So with me, the heel could win, and then the baby face would put me through a table, or they would beat me up, and that's how the show would end. And so I agreed to do that, and so I could then train quietly, so to speak, and that's kind of the scenario that happened. So it wasn't one moment.